Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. How are you? I hope you'll be fine. This is Think New Syllabus Mathematics Book 1, 8th edition. Today we are going to do question number 11 of exercise 4D. We have already done with a few questions earlier. Now in this question, you can see that there are combined operations on decimals, okay? So how to solve these questions? Do not panic. Do not get worried. And hold on. We will do it in a very simple way. Let's start with part A. It says 0.15 upon 0.5 multiply by minus 0.16 1 upon 2. Whenever you come up with the decimals in fractions, students, what you have to do at first, the very first step is to look for the decimal places both in the numerator and denominator, especially in the denominator. At least try to remove the decimals from the denominator. And what is the step to remove the decimals from the numerator and denominator? You simply have to multiply the fraction as a whole with 10, 100 or 1000 according to the decimal places they have. So let's say if we have 2 decimal places in the numerator and only 1 decimal place in the denominator, what we will do to remove the decimal, we will multiply both of them with 100. Okay. You can multiply both with 10 as well because we have only 1 decimal place in the denominator. But you have to keep in mind that we cannot multiply 0.15 with 100 and 0.5 with 10. No. Whenever we will multiply as a fraction, both the numerator and denominator will be multiplied with the same number. Okay. Next, what are we going to do? We will multiply minus 0.16 and 1 upon 2 the same way. We will multiply both of them with 100. By doing so, what will happen? We will get 15 upon 50 multiply by minus 16 upon 120. So you see, we have got 0, 0 both in the denominators. Now, by doing this, what will happen? We can easily multiply the numerator with the numerator, denominator with the denominator, or we can simplify the numerator with the denominators. So if you look at 15 and 50, both can be simplified with 5. We will simplify them. 5 3s are 15, 5 10s are 50. Then we can simplify 3 with 120 as well. 3 1s are 3, 3 4s are 12, and comes 0 over here. Then we can simplify 40 with 16. 4 4s are 16, 4 10s are 40. So now we can simplify it further with 2, 4 and 10. So it will be 2 2s are 4, 2 5s are 10. And again, 2 1s are 2, 2 5s are 10. So in the numerator, we are only left with minus 1. 1 multiplied by minus 1 is equals to minus 1. And in the denominator, we will have 5 5s are 25. So this will be the final answer. And students, if you like to multiply first, you can go for multiplication as well. Like you can multiply 15 and 16 first. But I don't like doing this. Why? Because it makes our calculation way difficult. Okay, because simplifying greater numbers is always difficult than simplifying smaller numbers. So if we'll multiply 15 with 16, we will get minus 240. And when we will multiply 15 with 5, we will get 60, and 2 zeros comes along. So we will cut the 0 with the 0. 6 4s are 24, 6 hundreds are. And then we can simplify minus 4 with 100. So 4 1s are 4, 4 25s are 100. So the final answer would be the same, that is minus 1 upon 25. Okay. Now comes the next part. And one more thing, students, you can write down your answer in the decimal form as well. So you can divide minus 1 with 25. How? 25, sorry, we'll keep 25 outside and minus 1 inside. You'll put a decimal, here comes a 0, but we have to take one more 0. So here comes 2 0, 25 4s are 100. So the answer would be minus 0.04. You can write the answer both in the fraction or in the decimal form. Since we are evaluating the decimal numbers, so keeping it in decimal is more appropriate. Now comes the next part. Again, we have in part B so many decimals. So we'll look for the decimal places. Here we have 3 decimal places, and in the denominator we have 2 decimal places. So let's multiply both by 1000. Okay, it becomes 1, 2, 3, 27 upon 1, 2, 3, 30. After that, what we will do? We will do the same with the second fraction, which is multiply by 1.4 upon minus 0.18. So here we have 2 decimal places. Here we have only 1. So we'll multiply both by 100 to remove all the zeros. And it will be 140 upon 18. So we can see that we have 1 zeros both in the numerator and denominator. First, we will cut them down. Then we have 3 ones are 3, 3 nines are 27. So we are left with 9 multiplied by 14 upon 18. Now we will cut 9 with 9 ones are 9, 9 twos are 18, 2 ones are 2, 2 sevens are 14. So what is left? Only 7. Or you can do it like this. Acha, there is minus sign, so the answer would be negative. If there will be only one negative sign, so the answer would be negative. If there will be 2 negative signs, then the answer would be positive. Or you can do it like this, that you can multiply 27 with 14 first. So the answer would be 378. But that's not a good idea. Let's not do it. Since we can simplify it and we can get the answer in the only one step. So let's do this only. Now, next is part C, which is minus 0.4 square multiplied by minus 1.3 divided by 0.8 minus 0.62. Okay, students, before solving this question, let me give you a concept of a minus sign. Like if I have minus 0.4 square, it means this minus sign will be applied later. First, we have to square 0.4. It means it is like this. Okay. This minus sign would be applied later because this minus sign means minus 1 multiplied by 0.4. Multiplication is applied later on after applying the power. And if the number would be like this, minus 0.4 to the square, then it would be like minus 0.4 multiplied by minus 0.4. And why is it very important? Because it impacts your final answer. How it will impact your answer, I'll show it to you at the end. Okay. So what do we have to do? We have to apply the BODMAS rule there, since there is multiplication, division, power, minus sign all together. What to do first? First, we are going to multiply 0.4 with 0.4. So if we multiply 0.4 with 0.4, instead of multiplying 0.4 with 0.4 vertically using the multiplication method, what you can do, you can simply multiply 4 with 4. The answer would be 16. Okay. And how many decimal places does it has? 2 decimal places. When you'll multiply 0.4 with 0.4, there will be 2 decimal places. So just put your decimal right here before the 2 places. So your answer would be 0.16. And when your answer will be 0.16, you have to place minus sign before it. So it would be 0.16. Or you can check it that if we have got the correct answer or not by multiplying it. That 4 fours are 16. Then here comes cross 0, 0. So it will be 0, 1, 6. Then 1, 2. So you'll put your decimal over here and it becomes 0.16. So you see? And then we have to place a minus sign before it because we have to find the square of 0.4, positive 0.4. And this minus sign would be applied later like this. Okay. So after finding the square of 0.4, we have to place this minus sign over here. And then what we have to do, there is a multiplication sign, minus 1.3 divided by 0.8 minus 0.62. What to do next? we have to find out the quotient of minus 1.3 dividing 0.8. How to do that? We can do it like this. Minus 1.3 divided by 0.8 is equals to minus 1.3 upon 0.8. So what to do now? We will multiply both by 10 and the decimal would be removed and it becomes minus 13 upon 8. So what to do? We can simply divide 13 with 8. 8 ones are 8. 7 comes down. Put a point over here. It becomes 70. 8 8s are 64. 6 come down. We'll put a 0. 8 7s are 56. Then comes 0. 8 5s are 40. So it will be minus 1.875. Okay. Sorry, students, we made a mistake over here. 8 ones are 8. And then when we will subtract 8 from 13, the answer is 5. Put a 0. And here comes 8 4s are 32, 8 5s are 40, 8 6 are 48, 8 2s are 16, and then 8 5s are 40. So it will be 1.625. Okay. After getting this answer, we have to place it right here. So it would be minus 0.16 multiplied by minus 1.625. Minus 0.62. Since there is multiplication sign over here, so first we have to multiply these two numbers and then we will subtract it with minus 0.62. So how we will multiply it? When we will multiply two negative numbers, the answer would be positive. So we will cut down these two minus signs. Now we will multiply 0.16 with 1.625. We'll give a smaller number below. 6 5s are 30, 6 2s are 12. Then we will add them. So the answer would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here comes the decimal point. So it would be 0.26. And then here comes a minus sign 0.62. This is positive, this is negative. So what do we have to do? We have to subtract plus minus, minus. And this is greater number 0.62. 0.26 is a small. So the answer would be, we'll take carry over here. And the answer would be 0.36. Sign would be placed for the greater number. And since 0.62 is greater, so the answer would be minus 0.36. So why would why was I saying that we should be very careful with the signs? Because if we would have written it as positive, so we can't cut these two signs, minus signs together, and this would have been minus. And at the end, we would be adding these two instead of subtracting, and the answer would become incorrect. Okay, so you have to be very careful with these signs and the tips that I'm giving you. Okay, next we have minus 0.2 to the whole cube. Now you see the difference between these two. Minus 0.4 square means first we have to square and then we will apply the minus sign. But bracket minus 0.2 to the cube means we will apply these signs across multiplication. Now it is 27 upon 1.6 plus 0.105. Okay. There is multiplication, but first we are going to apply the powers. So it would be like minus 0.2 multiply by minus 0.2 multiply by minus 0.2. So what will happen? These two minus sign would be cut with each other, and then we will be left with the last minus sign. So the answer would be negative. Then we have 2 twos are 4, 4 twos are 8. We will write 8 over here. How many decimal places? 1, 2, 3. So we'll have to put the decimal before 3 places. 1, 2, 3. Here comes the decimal. So the answer would be minus 0.008. Okay. And we will not round it up. We will write the answer as it is. Then we have multiply by 27 upon 1.6. So what we will do, we will multiply both of them with 10 to remove the decimal from the denominator. Next, what are we going to do? It becomes minus 0.008 multiplied by 270 upon 16. Now we can simplify it. 2 twos are 4, 2 ones are 2, 2 threes are 6, 135 upon 2. So dividing it is easy. We can divide 135 with 2 very easily. 2 6 are 12. 1 comes down. 2 sevens are 14. Put a decimal. And here comes 67.5. So we will write 67.5 plus 0.105 multiplied by minus 0.008. So what do we have to do next? We will multiply first and then we will add or subtract. Since we have 0.008, so we will simply multiply 67.5 with 8. Okay, 8 fives are 40, 8 sevens are 56, 56 plus 4, 60, 8 6 are 48, plus 6, 54. Place a decimal over here, it becomes 540. And here we have 3 decimal places. So we will move the decimal 3 places backwards and the answer would be minus 0.54. Okay. Why? Because the out of the two numbers, one is negative, the other one is positive, and then we have plus 0.105. Now, plus minus minus. So what do we have to do next? We will subtract 0.54 from 0.105 because 105 is greater than 0.54. Sorry, 0.54 is greater. So it will be 0.54 minus 105. We'll put a decimal over here, then take a carry. So the answer will be 0.435. And since 0.54 is greater than it's negative, so the answer would be minus 0.435. Oh, students, I mistakenly wrote a 2 over here. Here comes 8. 2 8s are 16. So we have to write 8 over here. Then we will divide 135 with 8. So the answer would be 16.875. Okay. And when we will multiply 16.875 with 0.008, so the answer would be 0.135. And last but not the least, we are left with 0.105 minus 0.135. So the answer, final answer would be 0.03 and it would be negative. Why? Because when we will subtract 0.135 with 0.105, so it will be 0.03. You see, the final answer would be minus 0.03. Now let's do the next part. The next part, we are again provided with a square and a cube. So it would be like we have to solve the square and cube separately, and then we will go for any other calculations. So minus 1.6 square means minus 1.6 multiplied by minus 1.6. So minus minus will cut. So the square of 16 is 256. And since there are two decimal places, so the answer would be 2.56. And it will be positive 2.56. And there is a minus sign outside. So now we will multiply this minus sign with the positive of minus 2.56. And the final answer would be minus 2.56. Then we have the cube of minus 0.8. So it is, the answer would be negative because the cube of a negative number would always be negative. Why? Because two minus sign would cut each other, but third would be left. So the cube of 8 is 512. And it would be negative. Also, there are 1, 2, 3 decimal places. So we'll have to put a decimal over here and it would be minus 0.512. Next, there is only subtraction and division. So for division, what are we going to do? We will keep it in the fraction form. Like this, minus 2.4 minus 2.56 upon minus 0.512. Okay. Then what will happen? We will multiply both of them with 1000 to remove the decimal places. So it becomes minus 2.4 minus minus cut plus 2560 upon 512. Now we'll start cutting them. Okay, try to cut them with 4 because we can see that both of them are divisible by 4. The last two digits are divisible by 4. 4 ones are 4, 11 left, 4 twos are 8, 32 left, 4 eights are 32. 4 6 are 24, 16 left, 4 fours are 16 and 0. Again, we can cut them with 4, yes. 4 threes are 12, 4 twos are 8. And 4 16s are, then again we can cut them with, now we can cut them with 16 as well. 16 twos are 32 and 16 tens are, 2 ones are 2, 2 fives are. So the final answer would be minus 2.4 plus 5. What to do next? We'll simply have to subtract minus 2.4 with 5. Since 5 is greater, so it would be like 5 minus 2.4. There is no decimal point. We'll put a decimal along with a 0, give a carry. So it becomes 10 and the answer would be positive 2.6 because 5 is greater and it's positive. So the final answer would be 2.6. This was a bit easy question. You just need to follow the steps. And then we have the last part of this question, part F, minus 7.54 plus bracket minus 5.79 multiply by 7 divided by minus 4. Now, in this case, what are we going to do? We will have to solve these two brackets separately. Okay. Since there is a square bracket for minus 7.54 and minus 5.79, first we will apply this multiplication sign over here, plus minus minus. So it becomes minus 7.54 minus 5.79. Okay. And then comes multiply by 7 divided by, or we can write it as 7 upon minus 4. Then what to do next? Minus minus plus. So we will add 7.54 with 5.79. And it will be 13.33, but the sign would be negative because there is no multiplication, just addition. And both of the signs are negative. So we'll apply the sign of the greater number, which is minus. So it would be minus 13.33. Next, we have multiply by 7 divided by minus 4. So we can cut, since there is only multiplication and division involved and two of the numbers are negative, so we can cut the minus sign with the minus sign because there is no addition or subtraction left. Okay. Next, what we can do, we can multiply 13.33 with 7 first, and then we can divide the whole number with 4. Or first we can divide 7 with 4 and then we can multiply it with 13.33. So let's first multiply and then we will go for the division. 7 threes are 21. 7 ones are 7. And it will be 93.31. Then we have to divide it with 4. So let's see what answer do we get. 4 twos are 8. 4 threes are 12. Put a decimal over here again. 4 threes are 12. Again, 4 threes are 12. Put a 0. 4 twos are 8. And 4 fives are 10. So the final answer would be 23.3275. So students, we have completed this particular question, all the parts of question number 11 from part A to F. Inshallah, in the next video, in some other video, we are going to solve a few more questions. Until then, take care. If you are new to my channel, do subscribe to it and don't forget to share it with your friends as much as you can. Take care. Allah Hafiz. And if you have any questions, you can ask me in the comment section and you can contact me personally on my WhatsApp as well.